we think we can get you another 100 or so, maybe more, throughout the course of this show. It's a nice bump, right? But it's only going to get you part of the way there. There are several other simple things that you can still do. We've assembled an all-star panel of financial experts to share their tips, things that we can actually do tonight. Matt Sapala is the money smart guy. He is a veteran combat Marine whose new mission is to help you reach your financial independence. He has ideas for you about where to make and find extra cash quickly. George Kamel is a personal financial expert and the host of the Fine Print podcast. He has some tips that you can use when it comes to loans that you might have, and also for your investments, plus your 401k, because that's also kind of a deal right now you got to think about. Also, Caleb Silver is the editor-in-chief of Investopedia. He's going to help us look at the big picture, how we can beat the system when it comes to things that we can't do without, like food, shelter, transportation, clothing. He can also help us look at what's coming around the corner. Hello to all of you. Thank you so much for this. Matt, let me begin with you. Let's start with the cash flow. I loved what Paula just did. Literally, she went and did an edit on her life, and she found herself $100 extra a month. Where can our viewers find more?
It's interesting to see how many leaks you might have in your finances when you do that audit. And one of the areas that a lot of people don't realize that may be charged on them is their direct deposits or their checking accounts. So go to your bank and double check. Am I paying fees on my bank accounts? Another area there is we're dealing with finance is the area of car insurance. Maybe if you haven't gotten in an accident in maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 years, you're not prone to an accident, and you have $500 to $1,000 saved up for an emergency to help you pay for a deductible, maybe it's time to jack up that $500 deductible to a $1,000 deductible to potentially add another $100 of savings from your car insurance premium. Another area a lot of people get, especially at this time of the year, I got a big tax refund. I got a big tax refund. Well, the reason why they call it is a refund is because you overpaid it throughout the entire year. And they just refunded you back your money. Uncle Sam refunded you back your money, and they earned money on it, but they paid you 0% interest. Now flip that around. If you owe the IRS money, wouldn't you pay interest? But it's not the same deal retroactively. So consider adjusting your W-4 to make sure that instead of getting a large tax refund at the end of the year, you adjust your W-4. You might have to scale up your allowances there. So therefore, you get more of your pay, more of your gross pay into increasing your net pay.
Okay, there's also this notion, Matt, that you should use credit cards, not debit cards. Tell me why.
Oftentimes people have debit cards, but what do you get for using a debit card? If you have the opportunity to have a habit of paying off your credit cards, and I implore you, if you have this habit of paying off your credit cards every 30 days, use a cash back reward type credit card. Why? Some of these credit cards are very aggressive these days to pay anywhere between 1% to 5% of all your expenses back in cash. And you pay your utilities, you pay your normal expenses, you go to a grocery store there, and if those add up, anywhere from 1% to 5% on some of these credit cards, will refund that money back to you in cash.
Okay, that's super smart. George, what about loans? If we have loans out right now, we keep hearing interest rates are going up. Great for inflation, bad for me. What do we do about loans?
Well, if you're talking about mortgage loans, now is not a great time to get one, obviously. And all other types of debt, we got to get rid of it because debt is a thief. It's stealing from your future by demanding that you pay for the past. So I want you to get those payments out of your life so you can have the money back in your wallet, back in your budget. That's what's going to give you that margin to beat inflation and not be so freaked out when you hit the pump.
But what about this? If you can't pay more to pay down that loan because right now you're topped out and you need cash, how bad is it if people start paying less on their loans, right? I know it's great to chip away at the principal, but that's only if you have the money.
Oh, absolutely. If you've got an income problem where there's not enough money at the end of the month, it's time to get scrappy. And so I want you to get on a budget. We have a great tool called Every Dollar that you can go download and start your budget today. You got to start paying attention to where every single dollar is going and assign every single dollar a job. I want your income minus your expenses to equal zero. That's a zero-based budget. When you do that, you start paying attention, you find all kinds of areas you can start to trim, like you guys have mentioned, cutting out some subscriptions. Maybe we're going generic brand, going to a different grocery store. Maybe we pick up a part-time job and do some freelance work to bring in some extra money on top of shaving some expenses.
Okay, good. And I'm just going to remind viewers that they can get that tool that you were just talking about. Is that at the Fine Print podcast where they can find that tool?
Oh, absolutely. If you go to everydollar.com, we've got it right there for you. There's an app and a website, and it's absolutely free.
Everydollar.com. Okay, Caleb, time for you. I have a husband who has a habit of going to Dunkin' Donuts every morning. Now, luckily, he doesn't get donuts. He gets coffee. But it's like $3 or something. And I keep thinking about how much that adds up. And it's not the only habit that we all have, right? We all have little things we do every day. So how do we do the life edit like Paula did and the digital subscriptions? What other life edits can we do?
Well, those are all good points. And you have to do that life edit, that life audit. Give yourself a financial checkup. If you're in a household or you're married, do a financial checkup once a month. Where are you spending your money? Yeah, it might be $3, $5, $7 a day at getting a coffee or getting a $12 salad. If you're doing that every single day, that adds up over time. Think about what that money means every month and how far that could take you. If you needed it for savings or if you could invest it, if the market starts to return a little bit here, if you could invest that money, what does that mean to you? So maybe it's buying in bulk, maybe buying in bulk coffee ahead of the week, setting yourself up and take it in the thermos for a couple of weeks. That'll save you some cash. But also when you shop, think about what you're shopping for and what part of the supermarket you're shopping for. Typically, the middle aisles are the ones that get those impulse buys going. Avoiding those and buying in bulk, setting yourself up by planning your meals, that could save you money over the long term too. Cutting out that morning coffee, that could definitely help, especially if you're getting that extra deluxe latte with its specialties on it. That could cost you quite a bit of money. But think about where you're spending your money and actually go through it every month. Say, where did I actually spend my dollars? And is that the best place and the best use of my money right now? Or could I be using it for savings or paying down debt? That's going to be a lot more effective in the long run.
I get the grande caramel macchiato. He just gets basic old coffee with cream. So he's a cheap. I think that's why he keeps doing it. I look at mine as a treat and he looks at his as a right. But I think we should all start looking at even these little things that we assume are just, you know, non-existent luxuries as thick luxuries. The other thing was gym membership, Caleb. Dare I say, I hate to suggest, you know, dumping the gym memberships, but I came home and I did a gym membership online and it was peanuts. I mean, there are some things you can tweak and not lose your fitness level, right?
Sure. And gyms want to keep you. So maybe you can negotiate a better price. Maybe you signed up a few years ago at a certain entrance fee, but now they want you to stay, or maybe they want to keep you or keep you from going to another gym. You could maybe get a better price there, or maybe set up yourself with your own workout at home, online, or with some friends in the park as it gets nicer outside. That's a way to save money. Maybe take 6 months off that gym and see what that does in terms of your fitness and in terms of your savings. Little things like that where, can I do it better myself, or can I find another way than just writing that check or letting that credit card payment come out every month? That could save you some money in the long run as well.
Yeah, do the fitness. Maybe just don't pay for fancy fitness. Okay, I'm going to go rapid fire here, guys. 20 seconds apiece. Matt, is this the time to be looking for a new job for better pay, or should you stay where you are and stay safe?
You should always maximize your value. You should always maximize the income potential you have. But I also suggest that instead of getting a part-time job, start a side business. I'm a huge advocate. That's what I did when I was in the military. I started a side business. And furthermore, starting a side business gives you access to more tax deductions. So therefore, more of what you make at your job, the more you get to keep and put in your pocket throughout these tough times.
Okay, good one. All right, George, this is a big one. Most people do not do this, and it is brilliant. Susie Orman always says you should be doing it on a quarterly basis, and that is reallocate your 401k. Everything changes, and whatever you decided upon 2 or 3 years ago when you set it up could be entirely different now. But how are we to know? And is this a time that we should put as much as we can in cash?
Great question. Well, I'm a big fan of investing into your 401k. It's a great way to become a millionaire. And we did the largest study ever on millionaires. 79% of millionaires said their 401k, their employer-sponsored plan, is how they got there. So here's what I want you to do. Put your investing on autopilot, but also pay attention to what's happening. Now, if you look right now, it's a little scary. So stay the course. Do not pull your money out now. Don't sell those shares while they're low. Stay the course. The market will return shortly. It's never done this for more than 2 years, and that's only happened 4 times in history. So I know right now it feels crazy. Stay the course. Keep investing. It will pay off.
Okay, and then Caleb, I know that you don't have a crystal ball. I would never expect that, but you guys know way more than I do, and maybe a lot of our viewers do as well. Are we at the peak of inflation? How much higher is it going to go? Like, how long is the long haul that I need to gird for?
Well, we did come down a little bit from last month, believe it or not, even though we're still near 40-year highs. But if you look at consumer expectations for inflation, they're expecting the next 12 months to have a 6.2% average for inflation. So it's going to come down just not that much. We're going to be at these high levels for a while. If you look out 3 years, it's more like 3.8, 3.9%. We're not going back to 2% or below 2% for quite a while. So it's going to be up there, but it's going to recede a little bit. It's just going to take a while. Prepare for that.
Well, I can't thank you enough. Caleb Silver, here's a plug for you, Investopedia. And then George Camel, the Fine Print Podcast, and Matt Sapala, the Smart Money Guy. Gentlemen, thank you very much for that advice. I hope that we just earned, a whole bunch of Americans a couple $100 tonight.
Thank you.
We hope so. Play offense.
Thanks, guys. Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.